Hi, are you feeling stuck? Join me while I discuss 4 questions you need to ask yourself when you're feeling stuck. Let's go. Hi, I'm Shane from Changing Lanes Coaching, and in this video we are going to be discussing 4 questions that you need to ask yourself when you're feeling stuck. Now, what does stuck look like? Stuck is when you don't know where to go, where you feel like your life is a day-to-day routine that you have absolutely no control over anymore. You feel like you're not getting promoted anymore. You feel like you actually don't know what to do with your life. Hobbies don't excite you, life doesn't excite you. Every day is starting to feel like Groundhog Day. Now with these questions, this will help you understand what is actually holding you back. Question 1. Now this is a very basic question, but a lot of people seem to stumble on this very question. And question 1 is, what do you want? That's simple. What do you want? Now the funny thing is when you ask everybody, what do they want? Some might have a long list of things that they're excited about, and other people will go, but Shane, I don't know. I don't know what I want. And this is my problem. Well, I'm sorry to say, that's where it all starts. You have to figure out what you want. Have you ever walked into a store and thought to yourself, well, let me go see what there is. And you walk up and down the aisle and you come back with a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need because you walked in there not knowing what you want. As opposed to someone who has a list, who goes in, gets what they need and gets out and has a proper meal list and doesn't forget anything. Now that is what you need to do with your life. You have to figure out, what do you want? It's that simple. Question 2. Why do you want it? Now this is a very interesting question because a lot of people, although they think they know what they want, they don't know why they want it. Now let's look back when you're about to leave school. You don't know what to study. You don't know where you are going to go in your life. Your parents say to you, you know what, become a doctor, become a lawyer, take over the family business, and then you start believing that those are the things that you want. Let's look later on in life. You're married and you want to do something because you believe that's the right thing to do. So you suddenly create a belief that that is what you want. Let's look at your friends, for instance. Everybody starts driving a certain kind of car. Now you want that car. Why do you want it? Because your friends have it, so you believe you need it too. So you have to really ask yourself the question, why do you want it? And if it really, really is what you want. Because a lot of times, what you want, what you think you want, isn't really actually what you want. Let's use an example. Someone comes up to me and says, Shane, I want to be rich. Then you ask the question, why do you want to be rich? Oh, because I want to travel the world. So, do you want to be rich or do you want to travel the world? No, I want to travel the world, but I want to have the financial freedom to travel the world. So you actually don't want to be rich. You just want to have enough money to travel the world. This is why it is very important to be clear about what you want and know why you want it. Question 3. Now that we know what we want, we have to start looking at what it feels like, tastes like. Look in the future. See what it would feel like to actually have what you want. Are you feeling butterflies in your stomach? Are you scared? Are you starting to question if you've got the skills or ability to do it? Is your body suddenly tingling? You're getting goosebumps. There's a whole bunch of emotions going through your body. If you don't feel any of those, sorry to tell you, it's not what you want. You still haven't found out what you wanted. Until you feel the passion, excitement, goosebumps, like I'm currently feeling right now talking to you about this, then you don't know what you want. And you're going to have to go back and figure out question 1 and 2. Until you get to question 3 and you start feeling the tingly feeling and the excitement of what it is that you want, you're still going to have to keep going back to the process of 1 and 2 until you get to this point, because excitement and passion is what's going to drive you through the hard times. And you know what? You want to get through those hard times. You want to have enough steam to get through, to get your dream, to get what you want. And remember, it doesn't have to be big. It can be anything. It can be an exercise program, a diet plan, starting a new business, moving out. It could be anything. But you have to feel the passion, excitement, and fear all in once, like a little cocktail of emotions, to know that that's really what's triggering what you need. Now that you've figured out what you want and you feel the passion for that very idea, you have to ask yourself question 4. What's holding you back? Now, this is where a lot of people give me a whole bunch of stories. A story that defines their failure, their reason for not starting, the reason for actually avoiding it altogether. It could be money, it could be health, it could be basic fear, it could be anything. I don't have enough skills. When I have the right skills, then I will do it. Oh, when I lose 5 more kilograms, then I'll start running. Oh, when I'm better off at home, then I will start doing this. Or when I find the person that I love, then I will move out. Can I tell you something? With all these great stories and all these little diversions that you're actually doing, there's only one person that's holding you back, and that's you. Not your mother, not your father, not the person next door who's telling you you're useless and keep the music down. You are the one that is holding yourself back. And you have to make a decision that when you take on this task of actually going for what you want, that you back yourself and that you stick to it. Because if you don't, you will be your harshest critic. You're going to be the person that's going to pull you back. And you really, really need to be the person that is gentle with yourself. You need to be your biggest supporter. You need to have the confidence within yourself to really know that you can do it, no matter what the obstacle. Now let's look at it, all right? Now you're going to say, Shane, but I want to do this, but I don't have the skill. Okay, you know what I'm going to say to you? What would you do if you had the skill? Oh, then I'll definitely go for it. Well, then go get the skill. There's a lot of free resources that you can find out. YouTube is riddled with free resources on how to start a business, on how to even start a photography company, how to do anything that you choose or you want to do. And if it interests you and really excites you, then start looking deeper into it. Do your research, but don't just stop and say, you know what, this person said I can't do it, or I can't do it because I don't have the skill or I don't have the money. Do you know what the funny thing about money is? It comes and it goes. There's many ways to get money. If you really wanted it, you would go forward. You would make a plan, a savings account, you would really do it. So this now, if you're so held back and you really understand and really, really know that you can't get it, then you need to go back to question 1, because then it's not really what you want. Because if you really wanted it, you would do it. Now, the funny thing about backing yourself is that you need to believe in yourself in order for others to believe in you. Now, let's look at this one saying. They're saying you need to fake it till you make it. Now, you've got to tell yourself first that you can do it. You've got to tell yourself that you're the person for the job. Because as soon as you start believing in yourself, people will start believing in you. And that's the place where you want to be. With skills or no skills, how many times have we heard of stories of people that just went for it, that didn't have the skills, that didn't have the free opportunities that some people get, the silver spoon. How many times have we heard of those stories? Because the person just had the drive to go after what they wanted. You have to have that inside yourself. You have to really, really, really have that inside yourself. Because the only person's time that you're wasting is your own. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you would like private coaching, then you can email me on shane@changinglanescoaching.co.za. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Please comment below if you would like me to cover any topics, and comments just basically about what the material has covered. Let's stay in contact. Be free, be real, be inspired. Take care.